And it turns out former President Carter has ties to Austin, forming a strong friendship with local legend Willie Nelson. The music-loving president loved the work of Willie Nelson, and it turns out Nelson's family loved Carter right back. KVUE's Isabella Basco connected with one of Nelson's family members who also knew Jimmy Carter. Isabella, they all really bonded over their love for music, right?
That's right, Darrenisha. Freddie Fletcher, that's the nephew of Willie Nelson, and he's also a staple in the Austin music scene. He describes President Carter and his uncle's friendship as really close, visiting the White House and sharing the stage.
All right, so this is kind of my man cave here.
A wall paying tribute to lives well lived.
Mainly family and close friends in music through the years.
That's what Freddie Fletcher has, with photographs, records, and newspaper clippings honoring the work of his legendary uncle, Willie Nelson, and his mother, Bobby, who was a pianist in Willie's band.
So that's my mom and Jimmy Carter together.
The two Nelsons forming a special bond with former President Jimmy Carter, connecting over the statesman's love of music.
I remember him coming to a few shows. The first time I ever saw Secret Service was in Atlanta, Georgia at a Willie concert. And it was kind of weird because Jimmy and Rosalind came on stage and it was a lot of Secret Service.
Fletcher himself remembers meeting Carter twice.
It wasn't like you were really sitting there talking to a president or a former president. It was like you're talking to a very kind man.
That humble spirit, Fletcher believes, is why their friendship struck a chord.
Carter was a peanut farmer, and Willie and my mom grew up. We didn't own farms, but they worked on them. But in farming communities, and it's hard work, and you appreciate that. So there's a common bond just from their beginnings.
Fletcher credits Carter's devotion to humanitarianism as a defining trait of his legacy, but says this loss goes beyond politics.
He was a good man, and I think to me that carries more weight than what he did politically, because he did it for the right reasons.
And the president and his wife also led the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project for Habitat for Humanity, where they worked with volunteers to build, renovate, and repair homes. And next year, Austin Habitat for Humanity will host the project, and they'll start construction in eastern Travis County. That will be the first geothermal neighborhood in the country.